Alright, what's going on, guys? So, today I'm gonna be going over 5 things that I hate and that I love about my M4. Bro, when I tell you, it was so hard to think of 5 things that I hate about this car, cause I'm not gonna lie, there's just only good things to really say about this car. I really had to think. I kind of just picked I don't know, just something to have because I really could not think of a lot of things to pick. I could think of tons of things that I love, but I cannot think of a bunch of things that I hate. So yeah, I guess I have a bunch of stuff in my phone, or 5 things that I hate and I love in my phone. So yeah, so the first thing that I would say that I hate about the car is just, I don't know if it's like a BMW thing or like just a German car thing, but there's like a music delay. There's someone that I know, he is an M4 and he has the same problem, I think. And basically whenever I play a song and I skip to the next song, there's like a big delay, and then it kind of varies. Like sometimes it'll be like a 5 second delay, 2 second delay. Like sometimes it'll be close to like 10 seconds, and if it's like that bad, it'll actually just disconnect itself, and you have to reconnect back to the car, and then it won't even want to reconnect sometimes. So I would say that's probably my most hated thing. Like I hate it so much, and I don't know, because eventually I want to switch, because this is a 2016, so I want to switch it to have like Apple CarPlay or whatever. So I probably have to take all this stuff out or whatever, but I want to switch all that out, get Apple CarPlay, and then it should come with the new updated iDrive system. So hopefully that'll fix the problem. The next thing I would say is just how fast it runs out of gas, and I know that that's just like a sport car thing. I would say, I mean, I could assume it's probably worse in like V8s and stuff, and this is only a inline six twin turbo. As you guys know, this car is, or if you don't know, this car is on a downpipe tune, so it's stage 2 plus and downpipe. And when I had it before, I thought that ran out of gas fast. This is so much worse. I mean, it really depends on how I drive. Like, if I'm driving regular and I'm inefficient, then it's not gonna run out super fast. But the car that I had before this was a Lexus IS 250, and that car was amazing on gas. I rarely had to fill up. It was great on gas. And then switching to this, I would say that I probably have to fill up every 3 days, probably, sometimes five if I'm driving regularly. Like in the winter, I don't really drive in sport mode because I really like to just drive in sport just to hear the noise and everything. And I mean, but when it's winter, maybe I have to fill up every 5 times, depending on how much I'm driving the car, 5 times a week. But now, since it's summertime, downpipe tune, so I'm just always in sport mode, I pretty much have to fill up every 3 days, sometimes four, and it's really annoying. And then obviously with everything going on in the world, it's super expensive right now. So that's another thing that I also hate, but that's just it is what it is with that. The next thing I'd say is so this transmission is a DCT. So this is the first car I've ever driven with the DCT. It was my first time ever experiencing what a DCT was. I had no idea what it was when I bought the car. And it's just the only thing I hate about it is just the jerkiness, but I've kind of gotten used to it now. It's like when I first got the car, I at low gears, and I want to say low speeds, you'll get this weird just it just shakes violently, and you just have to kind of let off the gas and then restart it. I don't know. I don't. It's almost like a manual car, and I know this car feels exactly like a manual, so it makes sense. But I would say that is just one thing I hate. And it's not really it's not even, I don't really hate it that much, but it's just something that I just chose. I've gotten used to it now and kind of learned to adapt to it. But I would say that's definitely something when I first got the car that I hated. But I know that if this car didn't have the DCT, and it probably wouldn't feel as like good as it feels like as far as like the G80s go and stuff. They have that whatever that transmission's called, where it doesn't feel anything like a DCT. The next thing I would say is there's this feature where I don't know why they did it. I'm assuming it's like, so basically if you like swipe your foot or anything underneath like the exhaust, and I don't know when, because my friend has a 2015 and his, I don't think his does this. I don't know. I might be wrong about that. You swipe your foot under the exhaust, basically the trunk opens up. So let's just say you're washing your car and the hose gets wrapped under like beneath the exhaust or anything. Like you could just spray water and it gets underneath, it's gonna open, and it's so annoying every time. Like you'll just be washing your car and then next thing you know, somehow your trunk is just open. So I would say that's definitely something that maybe you can code it out with like Beamer code or Bimmer code or whatever. Maybe there's a way you could code it out, but that's definitely something that is really annoying. But like I said, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Just like, because there's been one time where I was actually washing my car and then I think I was spraying the back or the hose got under it or something, and then water just shot straight in my trunk because I didn't realize it was about to open. But it's not like the biggest thing. Like it is what it is. Yeah, that was pretty much 5 things that I hate about the car. Like I said, it's not really anything, you know, crazy. Like just little minor things. The only other thing that I would say that I hate is maybe the crank hub issue. I have no idea if this car's crank hub is done or not. Um, and I guess I'm kind of playing like the risky game of like not getting it done right now, and whatever how much horsepower this car is making. And I mean, I'm assuming that it's not done. I mean, I hope that the previous owner did it before me. I haven't got it. I should probably just get it checked to see if it is done. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he got it done because it seems like he did a lot of cooling, like maintenance. He got charge cooler, charge pipes, J pipe, a lot of cooling mods out the way. It seemed like he took very good care of this car, and I want to say that this car was I don't know what stage, but I think it was flashed before when he had it. So there's a possibility that the crank hub is done. I need to get that checked because obviously that's going to be a big deal, and it's just like, especially with the downpipe tune, it's like I hate feeling like limited, or I just feel scared, like, oh, like if I do this is like crank hub, and you just don't feel confident with the car. So I definitely want to get that situated so I just don't have to worry about that anymore, because if y'all don't know, that will be a super expensive like thing to have to deal with. Your whole engine will basically just be gone. I think that's like, I think it can, if it spins, it's not guaranteed that like your engine's gonna just be done, but it's a very good possibility, and that's just obviously you don't want to have to deal with that. So okay, now moving on to the things that I love about the car. So this was pretty easy to make, but I wanted to make it like, really good. So the first thing that I would say that I love about it is just the overall torquiness of the car and just the driving experience that you get with the car. I've driven a G80, or my dad has a G80. I've driven his G80, and it feels nothing how an F80 feels. And not really in a bad way, but I always heard people say that like they hate the G80 because of the way it drives, and I never really knew what they were talking about. And I'm just like, I always thought it was crazy. Like me personally, like obviously I've driven both and I have an F80. I mean, I would still pick a G80. I don't really care about the driving experience to me, but a lot of people will actually pick the F80 over the G80, and I think it's just because of the driving experience. But I mean, I understand it, but this car, I do understand. Like it feels like Like you feel everything, and then I mean that like in a good way. Like it feels amazing. And then driving the G80, like it does feel like it's, I don't know the like how to word it, but it does feel like the car is pretty much doing everything for you. Even when it goes, like it's just gone. Like you don't feel it. But like in this car, when you get on it or when you're whatever going through turns and stuff, this car just feels amazing. Like it just feels like a driver's car, if that makes sense. So I would say that's definitely one thing like I love about the car. Second thing I would say is the power and tuning capabilities, which really I feel like with all BMWs, that's just a like main thing, especially if it has turbos. Like the power and the tuning capabilities is amazing. Like correct me if I'm wrong, but doing some research, so this car stock has about 425 horsepower, 430 horsepower. I know some people say BMW lies about their horsepower, but so this car has, I'm assuming, around 425 horsepower. On a downpipe and a tune, people have said that theirs is made around 530 to 550 horsepower. And I'm assuming, or I'm hoping that that's how much mine makes, and that's just like crazy. That's like a hundred something horsepower difference, if not more, depending on how much your car makes. But that's just like in just those two simple models, the downpipe tune, you'll be making 530, 550 horsepower. All right, my bad, guys. I'm back. My camera just overheated. I can't even remember where I was, but I'm just gonna try my best to just pick it back up. So I know I was talking about the power and the tuning capabilities. It's good stock power, makes 425 stock, and then when I tuned it and downpipe and tune, it was about 530 to 550. Hopefully that's what it is. I'm assuming that's what it is just from what other people have said theirs is. So I'm gonna just say like minimum 500. Hopefully it's at least 500. You throw like ethanol in it, like I don't know, E30, E50, and I don't know how much more that would add, but I know it'll definitely be a decent amount. So the bang for your buck really with this car as far as like power mods go. So yeah. So the next thing I would say, which is very like, I know people are gonna disagree with this, but to me, I feel like the sound of the car. I'm gonna try to throw some sound clips in there that I have of my car to show you guys just what mine sounds like. Just strictly downpipe and a tune. That's all it has. Nothing else. Just downpipe and a tune. But I know supposedly my car has the worst sounding, I guess, M engine ever made. I mean, I guess, like, to me, like I said, I don't really find it bad. Like, especially if people say it sounds bad stock. But to me, I feel like with the downpipe, if anything, like, not to say it sounds bad, but, like, I would say it does, like, it sounds a little bit worse just because now there's, like, a rasp just because of the downpipe made it louder. And at the higher RPMs, I feel like there's, like, a slight rasp now. So, like I said, I'm going to insert some clips for you guys to really show you guys what I'm talking about. I would say, like, it sounds, but to me, like, I think it sounds good. It doesn't sound, like, overly good. I personally like the sound. I know a lot of people don't like the sound. But just with the downpipe, it definitely sounds a lot louder than stock, and I like it. I know the burbles are definitely, like, some people hate the burbles, and I'm honestly, now that I have the burbles, because I know when I was stock, I was like, man, I really want, like, when I get a tune, I'm going to put burbles on it. When I, like, put them super loud. But now that I'm, like, here and I have them, I can see, like, they're kind of obnoxious, and from the inside of the car, it sounds super loud, so I just know from the outside of the car, it probably sounds crazy. So, and I think I might turn them down. Or I know in the future I want to get a Valvetronic exhaust and put it on the car. And once I do that, I'm probably just gonna run no burbles because I know like the actual sound of the motor is gonna be enough. and I won't really need the burbles anymore. Maybe I'll have like the OEM burbles or whatever. I know that's like a setting, OEM or soft, one of the two. I'll run that. And then last but not least, I would say that the price of the car that I got it for, well, what I got it for. I know right now the BMW scene is like everyone really wants one, so they're definitely a lot more expensive than probably what I got mine for. Or maybe, I don't know, I would just assume so. But like I got mine for around, it was like 40,000, and I think it had around 40,000 miles on it, which to me I feel like wasn't really bad. I was originally trying to get one for like 30,000, but those were all high miles, so. But I was like, for 10,000 more, and it has low miles. It was super clean. Like when I first seen it at the dealer, like everything was perfect. The only thing I would say that like I didn't really know a lot about like BMW or just like any like type of specs of cars. I would say the only thing that I wish I would have done was gotten a carbon roof for sure at the sunroof. I wish I would have gotten a carbon roof, and I wish I would have gotten a different color. And I mean, like the black is nice, but I wasn't really trying to go for black. I didn't want black, and I didn't really want white. I really wanted that Yaz Marina blue or the Austin yellow. Probably the Austin yellow. But if it was between, like, if I could just find either or. But I was just in such a rush that I just ended up going with the kind of the first thing I seen, which was this one. Though for the price that it is, I feel like everything is worth it. I've had no problems, or mostly no problems, nothing major, I would say. And I've owned the car for about 2 years now, so yeah, I would say that it's definitely worth it for the price. But I know now they're like super expensive. From what I've seen, they're now extremely expensive. So I can see why now maybe people might not think they're worth it, or they might say they're overrated. But to me, I feel like it's properly rated, and if anything, it'd be underrated. But yeah, I really enjoy the car. Like I said, it was so hard making the things that I hate about the car, because there's really nothing that I hate. Just tiny little things, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. Like, even like I said, I've been owning the car for 2 years, and none of these things that I've named on the list is like makes me like, oh, I want to get rid of the car or anything like that. I still love it. Like it doesn't really make a big difference to me, but. Yeah, so that's pretty much gonna be it. I just kind of wanted to just share what I love, what I hate, and just, I would like to hear like other people's feedback on what they think about, like, or what they love, what they hate, or what they think about the things that I hate or what I love about my car. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.